Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review of The Amazing Spider-Man issue 13, 2025. Oh, really cool cover showing off some characters, the effects of Imperial. We get to learn who these people are. Before I delve into this, there is some cool information that we got. Through that. Let's see here. Boop, boop, boop. That we are getting another kind of extending the crossover event of, like, Batman Deadpool. Interestingly enough, this information drops the week that I decide to get Superman to check that out, as well as it's the same week that I get Spider-Man, that we get Superman and Spider-Man reunite. DC and Marvel extend crossover through 2026. Pretty much going and doing facsimiles. In January 7th of 2026, DC will publish Treasury Edition 50th Anniversary of Superman vs. The Amazing Spider-Man Issue 1. And that will be followed February 4th, 2026 by DC and Marvel present Superman and Spider-Man Treasury Edition Issue 1, a reprint of Treasury Edition Issue 28. This celebration doesn't stop there. This spring, DC and Marvel will launch two new one-shots spotlighting the legendary duo. DC takes the lead in March with Superman Spider-Man Issue 1, followed by Marvel's Spider-Man Superman Issue 1 in April. The creative teams and story details have yet to be revealed, but both issues promise fresh, original stories that honor the legacy of these cultural icons while charting new ground. So, yeah, I'm really happy that they're doing that kind of stuff. Well, releasing the facsimile, but also doing other ones like that. So I'll definitely be checking those both out. I've liked the first one that they did, so I'm definitely intrigued to see what they're going to be doing with Superman and Spider-Man and seeing how that kind of works out. So, this one I enjoyed because it kind of set us up for how Peter's kind of working with this group and giving that kind of dynamics. And I was like, Spidey in space. I didn't think that it would go, I didn't expect to want to see this, and they just do it so well. Galea 3 is your basic big box space suburb, a boring planet full of boring people living boring lives, under the thumb of the Gotham conglomerate who keep the joint on lock while they pillage the planet's resources. No one gets in or out of their Corpo Death satellite web without passing through a checkpoint. But ever since the Galactic Council went toes up, they don't know their assholes from their elbows. Well, flying all law-abiding like, see Imperial for more. Nebula Nick, it's like, yeah. And I kind of like how we start out small and then just zoom in to see what's kind of going on. I'll sweet-talk the border jerks because I speak money. Our bribe will crush Gotham wages, so they'll wave us through fat and happy. And we'll deliver our cargo quiet, simple and quiet. That doesn't work out as we see fighting going on and somebody getting slammed against something. And then we get a really nice one-pager seeing Rocket and Spidey in action. It's like, oh, that's really cool. And I really actually like this Spidey costume. Simple and quiet, Rocket? Yeah, I never should have pitched a bribe. I like keeping money more than giving it away to idiots. That one's on me. It's like, don't blame me there, Rocket. And then we see our characters that we're focusing on: Peter Parker, Rocket Raccoon, Xanto Starblood, Raylith the Wretched, and Simbi. Though we do get some other ones kind of going on there. This is just really kind of crazy. I love the kinetic action there. We get our Spidey, we get our Rocket. This is spoiling, man. Like, Pepe Larraz is really good. I'm like, yeah. And then we get JR for the Earthbound ones, and McGinnis and stuff. It really good. I mean, just look at that. Just crazy. It's like, what the fuck's going on? Alright. Ooh. Then we get some, like, dynamic paneling here. It's like, alright, cool. These ain't the usual Gotham hires. Don't know who they are, but they fall down real good. Don't get mad, but are those non-lethal rounds? Yes, of course. Asterisk. Asterisk? There's no asterisk in non-lethal. What if a guy's allergic to stun rounds, or has a janky pacemaker, or just faints because of all the excitement and his spleen falls out? God damn it, Joe Kelly's got Rocket. It's like, okay, Rocket, tell me how someone's spleen just happens to fall out without any kind of outside force. Defilers, you will fall beneath the hand of Asterisk. Feels like we're backsliding here as Spidey just takes the dude out with the hammer that's gunning for Rocket. And I like how Rocket just looks there with his gun just like on his shoulder like, ooh. A few days ago. We need to kill that fucking asshole. Right fucking now. Okay, Rocket, I think you made your case. Listen to your more evolved betters, Procyon loser. Fucker! Not helping, Xanto. Such thin skin. It's clever wordplay for the biologically inclined. I know you're from a cushy society with laws that give the illusion of justice for all. This ain't there. That sick flark kidnapped and experimented on us. That's a trigger for me in case you forgot. And I'm like, yep, Rocket's making a good case here. Everyone here knows you don't keep a fuck like that in the ship. You kick him out the airlock. May I speak? It's like, okay, let's see where this goes. I am Raylith of the Wretched, and forgive me, I've not used my voice in some time. I believe that the little human is right. We are not animals. We are highly evolved beings of intelligence and imagination. Exactly, we can come up with an alternative to murder. Bleeding Flarkin hearts. Death is too compassionate for Dr. Starblood. I would like to propose torture combined with life-extending measures. Flaying of the flesh is an easy opener, but I believe we have the resources to introduce nerve-eating parasites into his bloodstream. I like her. Oh boy, do I like her. No ideas are bad ideas, except probably torture. Anyone else? It's like, yeah, trying to fight, like, yes, don't murder the motherfucker. Yeah, death's too good for that asshole. Let's fucking torture the complete and utter shit out of him. It's like, I don't blame them for this, but you can be better. And Peter's just like, God damn it. And I like that it's interspersed here as he's able to get them into a better kind of state. Now, she a badass. That's fucking awesome right there. It's like, ha 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 ha. Your children's children will feel that one if your reproductive organs still function. It's like, yeah, oh God. We don't know who you are. We don't know who they are. They're trying to slip the blockade. Tell the Great One now. Toys. And I kind of like how different this is set up. You got a big one up here and then kind of like tilted on an angle there. Heh. And then, okay, you would think she'd probably hit him with her weapon, but she fucking like drop kicks through the fucking cockpit of that mech thing, which is fucking awesome. Thank you, Pepe Larraz. Holy shit. Speed to the beyond, underlings. Hurrah! Raylith! As she's pretty much attempting to kill the one dude. A few notes. Good job dispatching bad guys, but that finishing move was looking impermanent. ... You are displeased. She tried to kill me! Yeah. You regret allowing me the privilege of joining this party. As Spidey just whips his ass. It's like, no, you're doing great. I'm just making sure no one, dies. You think I should die. No, why would you say that? You completely misconstrued this stuff. Defend yourself, yes, but you don't need to kill them. I rescued you, all of you. Then, 201, you were abandoned adrift, dying or craving death. If your lives were forfeit among your own, they could at least count for science. Fuck that shit, asshole. I authored meaning out of the chaos of your lives. You can't hijack someone's life just because they're in trouble, Xanto, especially when they're in trouble. It worked out for you, and there's more to be done if you don't cater to the whims of the unwashed and unloved. Fuck you, you big prick. So then, slow agonizing torture till we get bored, and then a fast trip out of the airlock. All agreed. Wait, overruled or whatever. Have you guys looked at this tree? And pretty much everybody's raising their hands. Really bathed in its presence? The tree is so chill. It's here, in a metal box hurtling through the blackness of space, surrounded by very negative vibes. But it's still growing, even though it can't put down roots. Anger is the metal box we're in. All this negativity and caterwauling is only going to make the box thicker and trap us. The hairless Earthman was right. Let's get our roots back. Niall, are you out of your gourd? I don't think so. I mean, I got into the meds as soon as I was free, but what were we talking about? What are we talking about? Whether or not to extinguish the greatest mind for 37.8 light years in any direction. Dr. Xanto Starblood, your savior. Oh, wait, you're Xanto? Sorry. Never mind. We need to toast this, dude. Yeah, at least get him away from you guys. Torturing was a really sweet idea, Ms. Raylith. I'm just, impatient. Thank you for the acknowledgement, Niall. It's fucking shit. Now, but we see that is not exactly the case that we go on here. It's okie dokie. Nice work with the violence, everyone. But we should wrap this up and make our delivery before, bad stuff happens. The Cretan is correct. We should have stayed with Sutterfuge. These are not simple port cars. Perhaps if you loosen my death belt, just make with the punchy and keep your opinions to yourself, Dr. Lipschitz. Or you know what goes ground chuck. Won't kill you, but I promise it'll hurt you so good. You are a filthy delinquent, but I respect your comfort with terror as a deterrent. As they pretty much have a giant bomb belt around his fucking junk. It's it's interesting because I'm okay, comics definitely some interesting kind of stuff. Was not expecting to have junk bomb on Starblood like this. I'm like, yeah, that fits Rocket's style, and what kind of goes on here. So, yes, everything's like... I like Joe Kelly's stuff with the 8 deaths and like dealing with the mystical and stuff like this. This stuff with the like getting Rocket and in space and everything, I'm just like, thank you. It's working because even though I have not read a lot of stuff with Rocket, I have read some Guardians of the Galaxy comics over the years. I like his handle of the character and these other characters that he's introduced, as well as Spidey. It's crazy. Feels like this would be a good time to get our precious cargo to the planet's surface, or, another good idea, the warehouse where they store all the contraband is right there. The sadistic rodent's thesis intrigues. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but something's heading your way. As we see them kind of like poking around, and it's like, okay, what's going on here? I'm trying to build order in a world torn asunder by war and chaos, yet my acolytes are felled by trash. Truly, this world requires a culling if it is to thrive. Surrender or know a pain written only in the forbidden songs of the Shi'ar. It's like, okay, that's an effective entrance for this asshole. Mini boss time. It's like, yes, Peter, yes. I'm like, God damn it! That. Thank you. Yes, that is one of the Black Order. So, the disciples of Thanos. Perhaps you're familiar, which is why we need to hit fast and hard on my mark. Black Dwarf, forgive the intrusion of this wretched one. Get me out of these explosive pants, I'll do anything you want. I mean, anything, big man. Shut up, Xantas. It's like, yes, Rocket. But also, I'm open to negotiation. I hardly know these people. Heh, you know your place. Good. The weak only live only due to the mercy of the strong. So that's it. Just kill them to feel better. And it's like, everybody's like giving up pretty much. It's like, God damn it. And Spidey's like, what the fuck? Of course, then. Because that sounds like we're just the lab animals he thinks we are. Now, I'm okay with the jumping back and forth. I could definitely understand how this issue would annoy the fucking shit out of people going bup 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 bup. Xanto is a monster. We're agreed on that. Nothing will make up for what he's done to you, but there can be justice without torture or capital punishment. Agreed, Peter. I kind of really like the suit look there with him just like talking. The council fell, man. It's war across the galaxy, across galaxies. The only justice we're going to see is the one we make. Okay, justice is a reflection of who's in power. That's us now, all of us. What does our justice look like? Eye for an eye? Vengeance? Pain and death? Or mercy? The opportunity to set things right. A new beginning for everyone in this room. And it's really interesting seeing it kind of like going on Rayleigh. Alright. Oh, good stapling. No loose pages, baby. Even those of us who aren't sure we deserve it. You talk pretty, kid. And I hear you. I do. But I know guys like this. The second we let our guard down, it's all the knives and all the backs. I'm like, yep, Rocket. Then I guess I'll just have to keep my guard up. Long as it takes. Does that mean you are our leader? What the? I hate symbiotes. As Peter's like taking us seriously, but then he gets fucking sklooshed by Symbi. It's like, alright, whatever. If you're skipping right to bowing, let me yoink this for a sec. Now, whoop, as Spidey pretty much takes Rayleigh's what would I say what that is? Bow staff with, like, tongs. Oh, I like that weapon. Do you think he'll give that back? Pretty much. What a fool. Yeah, kid's crazy. Saved your ass, though, coward. Never you mind. Heh, spirited. Show me. Bravery is rare, especially in times such as these. But your death will be meaningless, small one. Which small one? It's like, ooh. I was like, okay, let's look into this. And then, of course, Symbi pops. Make a mess, Symbi. She. Splashing out on the dude. I fucking love the page layouts here. Just nuts. And I love how it's kind of different. It kind of reminds me of, like, magic ones, like Doctor Strange. Not completely with the circling, but, like, how the panels form to the action. It's really kind of cool. Hee. When you're up on your pedestal, everyone looks small. That's a failure of perspective, as he pretty much jumps around and kicks him in the back of the head. You shouldn't have called my people trash, as he's utilizing his stuff to pretty much shock the shit out of him. It's like, holy shit. Look, let's see if your insides are as tough as your outside. Techno-organic tendrils conducting energy right down your throat. Glee, as he pretty much thunder shocks the shit out of him. Like, a very good move there. Beautiful. Poke, and I love the circle here. I just poke, and then he's down. We knew you had it. It was a statistical certainty that you would lose. I stand by my decision. Can I have my weapon back? As he pretty much gives it back to her. He's like, yep, let's move. After a quick visit to the contraband locker, bet there's stuff there folks need. Careful, Webbs, you're starting to sound like a smuggler. Friendly neighborhood smuggler, please, Rocket. And Simbi, I love how they're like bounding about, and we got Simbi like, I'm not a leader. I'm just one of you, out here, another lost alien. But I promise you this. I'll fight for you, every one of you, protect you as best I can, and take you where you want to go, so you can get back to living. That's the justice you deserve. Cargo delivered. Freedom to live the life you want, without fear that someone can just take everything away. It makes you a leader, Peter. And I really like seeing Pete kind of lead here and do that kind of stuff. He's always kind of like by himself mostly. Sometimes has some people around him, but he kind of, it's like ebbs and flows which creative teams kind of put him in the leadership position. And I really like seeing him in this leadership position here as they deliver these people that were captured by Starblood back to their home. So this is how it's going to work. Do good and across the universe until Xanto or Black Dwarf or some other monstrosity kills us. As we see Rocket eaten. I'm lost in space, Rocket. I have no clue how it's going to work. Today, I'm just happy we did good. There you go, Pete. I guess, unless one of the aliens would return home as a serial killer, then we royally fucked up. Truth. So, why don't you want to go home? Of course I. That's why we're dropping off all the misfits instead of making for the nearest Stargate. What happened back on Earth? Why haven't you called Quill or Drax or Groot? ... You're a fuck. Must come with the name Peter. Simbi, no! Oof, it's fucking Simbi headbutts fucking Peter. Ha! Good luck finding any brains in there, idiot. Hell, Simbi. I'm a stupid, ugly loser, as we see Starblood in his cell. It's like, okay. Right on time. Finish feeding the troops their portion of justice for all. I meant what I said, Xanto. I don't want to see anyone die, even you, because you are such a blessed heart, because I want to go home too, but I can't until you make me stronger. Shall we get back to work? To be concluded. And Pete's face, it's really ominous. It's like, yeah, I understand wanting to get stronger, Pete, but you have to watch out who's doing that and who's helping. So, also get letters, and we get spiders and symbiotes. Webheads! Oh. It's the spookiest month, and it's spooky how much awesome spider stuff we have. Eric Larson returns, this time as writer of Spider-Man Noir Issue 1 alongside artist Andrea Brocardio, to bring you to pulp heaven as a new femme fatale enters Peter Parker PI's office, Gwen Stacy, just in time to get to know this gumshoe before Spider Noir comes out. J. Michael Straczynski is back too for Amazing Spider-Man Torn. You know JMS has revolutionary spider ideas, and this time they take him and artist extraordinaire Peri Perez to circa ASM issue 50 days. Marvel Knights Punisher brings superstars Jimmy Palamidi and Dan Panosian to the MK celebration with a wild take on Frank, tying into the world to come. Don't miss Venom issue 250, where Al Ewing and Carlos Gomez are joined by Terry Dodson and Todd Nauck to bring you a cover-to-cover Firefest, not Firefest, including the return of the villain of the decade, Null. See, they got spookier as it went. Keep flipping. Nick Lowell, Spider Editor. And then we get this month's host, Tom Groneman, title Associate Editor, works on Amazing Spider-Man, Miles Morales Spider-Man, Black Cat, and more. Who is your IRL superhero? Hard to pick just one. My teachers growing up, journalists, especially those on the front lines. Above all, my ma, Josephine. Which Spider-Man villain do you most associate with? Oh gosh, it's changed over the years. Venom rules. Kraven's Last Hunt might be the best Marvel story ever. Lately, it's sins removed good guy Norman Osborn, believe it or not. I find myself pretty consistently rooting for Norman over our heroes. Twisted, I know. Hey, that's kind of how I'm feeling, and I didn't expect myself to get there too. If you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be? Embrace your fear, take risks, use your most unrelenting passion as a North Star always. That's 3 pieces of advice, I suppose. Gamma Corner. It all comes to this. The Hulk has been facing off against servants of Eldest for some time now, as the ancient evil seeks to free the mother of all horrors and return the world to the time of monsters. Finally, the time has come. Eldest versus Hulk for the fate of everything, and it's not going to go the way you expect. And we also get a look at the next Amazing Spider-Man in October. So, I enjoyed this setting up our group and our band in space, how Spider-Man had to pretty much try and really corral the people to not kill Starblood, even though everybody was making cases was pretty on point, especially with Rocket being like, this fucker will stab the shit out of you. I did like how Imperial was tied into this and was not just like, oh, it's going off and not really interacting with this. I like that they're like, oh yeah, the council's kind of fucked up and galaxies are kind of doing some crazy shit. And I like how it kind of went back and forth with Pete pretty much becoming the unofficial leader for these group of people and be like, listen, let's be our best selves with this and not fuck this dude over, but not just leave him to do whatever he wants. And Rocket strapping a fucking like junk destroying bomb shit onto him, utilizing him, getting that. Symbi was pretty effective to help Peter, like, shock that motherfucker, too. But I liked that their cargo was to deliver people home, also take some contraband. But I'm like, Peter, I understand you want to get stronger. Don't work with this motherfucker. So he did have a little bit of ulterior motives, but I do know that the main driving force was that he doesn't want to see people die. So, those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.